foul. That was absolutely ridiculous.
The Boston Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
Up on down. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series.
I don't know. It's tough. Tom's up there, man. Being tough.
Ladies and gentlemen, the factory for Boston.
Alright, it is time for me to break my silence in all of the Juan Soto and Red Sox drama that's going on right now in this offseason, and it's time for me to give out my thoughts and opinions on all of this. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Just Made here on YouTube and for me.js. We're back here with another reaction video, and we're doing two videos here, and both of them are going to be from MLB Network, talking about the Red Sox and their interest in Juan Soto. You guys know I've been very critical and very negative with the front office over these last 3 seasons. And when I first heard about the Juan Soto news going to Boston, I said to myself, there's no freaking way. They're not interested in Juan Soto. What have they shown to prove to fans that they're going to dish out so much money for Juan Soto, a player like that? They haven't given any reason for fans to believe this at all. And when they were saying this, Sam Kennedy was saying how they were going to approach this offseason at the end of the season last year, and then the rumors coming out and everything else, especially from Boston media, I said to myself, I ain't believing a word until I see it from other people. And even when, like, Jeff Passan first tweeted it out, there was a couple people that tweeted out, I said to myself, there's times where we've seen agents reach out to these reporters and have them put out a report to raise their market, to give them more money. We've seen it happen from time to time. And now David Ortiz has been expressing how interested David Ortiz has met. And now David Ortiz has mentioned how interested the Red Sox are, how committed they are with the Juan Soto sweepstakes and everything else. We're getting so many reports. Now today, it seems like we're getting reports that the Red Sox are one of the favorites, if not the favorite, to get him. And I said to myself, alright man, enough's enough. I have to make a video on this, and I have to give out my thoughts and my humble and honest opinion. And this is why we're going to do MLB Network videos, because obviously Red Seat Radio, if you subscribe to him, which if you haven't already, go subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's put out a lot of videos on the Juan Soto sweepstakes already, and obviously he tends to be an optimistic, highly optimistic sometimes, and a biased perspective here and there. Is no disrespect to him, but there has been times where he's had biased takes and everything else. So that's why I'm not going to react to his video. I've already watched a lot of his videos, and he does bring up a lot of good points. And there are some times where he mentions something, and I'm just like, come on, man. But this is why we're going to watch MLB Network, because MLB Network is non-biased. They cover the entire league, and they say it how it is. And sometimes they know some stuff from the back of their minds too. So we're going to react to MLB Network and their thoughts on the Juan Soto to Red Sox rumors. Leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoy these videos here. Subscribe now if you guys know what to do. Go check out our website. The link is in the description down below. And without further ado, let's hop straight into these videos.
42, Randy Miller from NJ.com, who has some insights into the matter. So, my question for you is this. It's great that you have David Ortiz as the recruiting, president here.
Right.
Is that really going to matter, or is it just a matter of who writes the biggest check?
I look at it this way. Will David Ortiz talk to him if he's not in Boston?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, duh. I thought you said, will he not?
Three things when I look at Soto. One, the money's going to take care of itself. But as far as a fit, there's no better place than New York.
Right.
I thought it was amazing. Yankee Stadium.
And this is why I didn't believe it at first, too. I thought for The fit with Yankee Stadium and that short porch. And his swing. And then the culture. I thought there was no way he's leaving New York. And by New York, I mean the Yankees. I thought there's no way he's leaving the Yankees. Now, it seems like that could be a possibility. I gotta keep it 100. It seems like that's a possibility.
The ballpark, he fit. He looked like a Yankee forever.
Right.
All right? As far as ballpark, I think Fenway Park. Put him in left field.
Even with the short porch
Play the
in New
wall.
York?
He can play left field forever out there and not worry about it. I think that's...
In terms of fielding, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. You know, so he's going to hold up as a position player and not have to worry about will he be DHing in 5, 10 years or whatever. I think he can play left field for a long time. The final piece, money.
That's the Mets.
And the Mets are the money.
Right.
There's no doubt the Mets are going to pay the most money.
Yeah.
So those are the 3 buckets I put him in.
And I don't know, maybe the Red Sox are players here because they have not behaved like the big market Red Sox for a number of years now.
True.
Right? They were matching the Yankees dollar for dollar for about a 10-year period, if not longer, for a while.
And this is
They
when
haven't
we
done that
loved
late. We don't
the
know
Red
how
Sox
they're
the
gonna
most.
behave under
Is when they were this type of team. Again, I really hope this is true. That they're going all out for Soto. And parts of me, I gotta say, I hope it happens. I really hope it happens. Red Sox fans deserve it. They've gone through hell and back, lied to, manipulated these last 3 seasons. They deserve better. If they get Juan Soto, I am so happy. Because then the Red Sox that we know and love are effing back. And we would love to see it. Now, what would that mean for me? I'm still going to root for my boy Xander, obviously. That's a personal thing. That will not go away. But if the Sox get Soto, that opens my eyes a lot. Because then they're back to what they were known for and everything else. And I will be back also. That will mean my job is done. All the criticism, all the, if you want to call it hate towards the front office and everything else, that means I've done my part in getting this team back to the way things were. Because the Red Sox front office, like Sam Kennedy and them, they've been very vocal with the fact that they've been seeing media bash them and everything else. I have a YouTube channel. That is media. So they might have seen a couple of my videos of me lashing out at them. At this point, I hope it happens. Because not only will the Red Sox screw the Yankees over, not only will they fleece them, that'll also mean the Padres fleece them with that Soto trade. So that would mean both of my teams fleece the Yankees? I fucking love that. It's F New York till the day I die. It doesn't matter.
Greg Breslow, right? We don't know if they're going to write this kind of check. So is it just 2 teams that are in on this? I doubt it. And I don't know how serious the Red Sox are, but I'd be surprised if there aren't more than just the Mets,
the fact
Red Sox,
that
and Yankees at work here.
At present state,
I'm going to try and not pause this as much as possible. The fact that the overlay in the bottom says Mets and Red Sox most likely landing spots for Juan Soto, and the Yankees aren't even on there, that already makes me freaking happy. Again, I hope it's true that the Red Sox are this serious and they're this committed to try and get him. I hope it's true. But I also got to say it. I hate to be that guy. But the front office is giving me 0 reason to believe that they're going to actually do it. I have my sources, and they're saying the same thing. It's one thing to go there and have a meeting with the player. It's another thing to put that contract forward and have him sign it. That's a whole different thing. So I will believe all of this is true when I see from Passan, Rosenthal, somebody big like that, tweet out, breaking, Juan Soto has agreed to a 15-year, or whatever the years is going to be, at $650 million with the Boston Red Sox. That's when I will believe it. If it don't happen, it doesn't immediately make the reports of how committed the Red Sox is irrelevant, but it will pause it. It'll make you think in your head, how serious were they actually in this? How serious were they actually in this sweepstakes? Did they meet with him, maybe give him a BS offer like they have been doing with some of these players? Like, what happened? Because with how much the reporters have been talking about the Red Sox, you would think that they're the favorites right now, and there should be no reason other than money that he goes to the Red Sox, right?
All right, if you're Juan Soto, I just played in the World Series. I've won a World Series. He's been on the best of best.
He said he wants to build a legacy.
Do the Red Sox have enough around him right now to say, yeah, I want to go play for that team? When he looks across at the Yankees, knowing what they have, and
that's something that the Red Sox have
for years
the advantage on.
I think that's a tough thing
over the
look
Yankees.
Yeah, well, I mean,
is that he'll always be second fiddle with Aaron Judge.
If you give him $600 million or whatever it's at, are the Red Sox going to add more?
In terms of the Mets,
$200 million, $300 million player.
I would say Lindor's the face of that franchise.
You know,
he would go to Boston. He would legit be the face of that franchise.
I'm not going to say they don't, but I don't know. This is all going to come down to, we'll know a lot, put it this way. They're saying 10 days, like JP said. We'll know a lot about Juan Soto.
I agree with that. Yes, that's true.
It's going to be interesting because if JP's timeline is right, it's either this week or next week when everybody's in Dallas for the winter meeting.
Yeah, well, I have a thought on that, too. I don't think you don't have a press conference to go back to New York. What do you do? Do it at Yankee Stadium? Welcome back. Here's the money. You have a big press conference at the winter meetings.
I think
because it's not.
He could go back to
New
New
York.
York.
Still do it though. If he goes back to the Yankees, you don't think that Boris Corp already has the party favors all printed? Like they'll be ready for a big press event, regardless of where he signs. He could sign with the Chinichi Dragons, and they'll do a big press event at the Dallas winter meetings. Yeah.
Is he getting ready to learn Chinese, buddy? I'm just playing, obviously. All right, let's go to the second. Let's go to the second video here. What's the latest in the Juan Soto sweepstakes? Red Sox have a shot with question marks? We'll see.
That were also in the Blake Snell sweepstakes. Teams like, well, Red Sox, Yankees, Orioles, they were all in on Blake Snell before he ultimately made his decision. This from Mark Feinsand, quoting a source, expect those three teams to remain active on the pitching market with names like Burns, Fried, and Jack Flaherty among the top arms available. Now, speaking of the Red Sox, according to this report, they are increasingly seen as a legitimate contender for Juan Soto. The prevailing thought, or at least the widely held belief in all this speculation, was that it was the Mets and the Yankees. Those were the two finalists, but if you believe this report, the Boston Red Sox are making a very hard push for Juan Soto.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. The Red Sox should be in the biggest market for the biggest players, right?
Because they are.
100%. And when I look at where this team is at from an athletic standpoint and what they're able to do on the defensive side of the baseball, right? Like, they have the ability to do a lot of things.
Oh my God, wow. I need that Adam Sandler clip real quick.
Holy shit, I'm gonna come.
That lineup looks insane. Why is Trevor Story in the 4 spot? I don't know. I mean, I guess that makes a little bit of sense to split it up there. But they have three right-handed bats. They need one more if they end up getting Soto. And listen, I would be all on board if they get Juan Soto. to still go after Teoscar Hernandez. I would still be on board with that. Put him at DH. Get Yoshida the hell out of here. Package him with Willier and maybe a couple of prospects for some pitching. And that would give you, what, 4 right-handed bats in this lineup? That ain't bad. That's at least some parity in the lineup. 5 lefties, 4 righties. I would be alright with that. And like I mentioned too, packaging Yoshida and William Abreu in a deal. If you didn't want to package them both, that's fine. Massa should definitely be gone. If you get Juan Soto, you might be able to package off William Abreu in a decent package for starting pitching. And this is another reason why I love the Juan Soto rumors right now with the Sox. If they end up getting Soto, this opens the door for a lot of options to improve this roster. I know money is going to be big for Juan Soto. I understand that. But, again, you're the Red Sox. You are a top 3 market in the game of baseball. You are one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports. When you bring guys like Juan Soto in, let's say in the past, like Manny Ramirez, Pedro Martinez, guys like that, if you know what I'm saying, those are marketable players. You only have to gain by having those players. I know, you got to dish out the money up front. I get it. I understand that. But over time, you will accumulate some of that money back. I should say a lot. I would say a lot of that money back with his merchandise, memorabilia, and everything like that. Because I'll tell you what, if he gets on the Red Sox, you know damn well I'm copping myself some Juan Soto merch. You know I'm going to do it. Look at the Dodgers. They're another example. They go out and get the most marketable player, arguably in sports, in Shohei Ohtani. $700 million for him. Okay, sure. But you know how much money they're getting back with shirt sales and everything else? With how marketable that guy is? You can do that with this guy. And he's only 26. He's only 26. That's crazy. He's younger when the Red Sox were talking about extending Mookie Betts. That's nuts. When have you seen a 25, 26-year-old as good as Juan Soto in free agency? You never see it. Never. If I'm the Sox, you have to get this done. You just have to.
Duran is a great center fielder, very athletic. You look at guys like William Abreu, who's made a great impact on this team. Cedane Rafaela, I mean, he can play second, he plays short, he can play center field. You can move him all over the place. They have a lot of athleticism all over the field. And the reason I say this is because with Juan Soto comes a little bit of a detraction defensively, right? But obviously you get the offensive numbers. This is a very good offensive team to begin with.
Right.
You throw his bat in there, and you can cover him in the outfield.
If you get Juan Soto, though, man, you could make it 10 times better.
You don't got to do a lot of running.
It would already be 10 times better, but you could make it even more better.
And then hit the ball over the wall.
Now these are first world problems, but are you okay with having 3 lefties at the top there?
Yeah!
Projected lineup?
100%.
Yeah!
Because Juan Soto in that ballpark.
What's the top 3 in the lineup?
Field.
Duran, Devers, and Soto? Abso-freaking-lutely I'd be okay with this. Duran is a phenomenal leadoff hitter. You put Devers in the 2-hole. That takes so much pressure off him. Especially with Soto behind him. Yeah, I am absolutely okay with this.
at that ballpark, you don't got to do a lot of running. There's not a whole play the ball off the wall and get it in, and you're good, and then hit the ball over the wall.
Now these are first world problems, but are you okay with having 3 lefties at the top there in that projected lineup?
100%, because Juan Soto in that ballpark, look at lefties that have succeeded there.
Exactly, right.
I mean, Devers does it. There's a reason, and a guy who can go the other way, the way that he does, with the amount of power he has, I feel like he would literally be playing Pepper with the left field wall. When he's at home, it's such a huge advantage.
Let's take a look at a couple tweets here from Brendan Cuddy that he's talking about Juan Soto here.
Okay.
Offers for Soto are expected to go through multiple rounds, a league source telling The Athletic. The first round is expected to be preliminary, meant to gauge genuine interest from all parties. The following offers, which could start around next week, are, and he went on to tweet, expected to become increasingly more serious, weeding out candidates and seemingly point toward a winter meeting-ish decision time frame. Now, the winter meetings are next week?
Yeah.
December 9th through the 11th, so we're rapidly approaching that. The winter meetings.
I've been keeping an eye on it, so that's why I
the
knew.
winter meetings in Dallas, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and of course, MLB Network will be on
so
site.
So it could be next week.
What's interesting with what you talked about right there with Soto and these contracts.
Damn, it's gonna come fast. Pause.
We just saw what the Dodgers have done with some contracts. That's why the rounds are going to be necessary. It's here's a number, then let's figure out how we can either A, increase that number, or B, be creative and increase that number and find ways to alleviate some of the stress it would put on a ball club. Those talks are going to take a while, and that's why I think we might find out who a couple
free agents
of
like this don't come
contenders
around
are for
often.
Soto in the next few weeks, but I don't think we're going to know for
where they haven't even hit their prime yet.
Well, is
what I'm saying. Also,
I think once Juan Soto has made his decision, then I think we're going to see a flurry of activity because all those teams that were in Soto now can go and revert to their.
They're all waiting. They're all waiting on this one
first. A little bit aggressive,
except for Blake Snell, obviously.
Maybe whether it's finding a plan B, instead of Soto, or just trying to find the pieces that are going to, do the best job of exemplifying Soto or helping Soto. Let's build up around him too, and not be afraid to do that early. I know teams want to get that big one out of the way.
Yep. Alrighty, so that's gonna do it for this video here. Very interesting stuff that MLB Network says. Again, this is the MLB Network is the only thing that's gonna be out there where I'm gonna say, okay, that's eye-opening. So am I gonna react to other videos from other people? Probably, sure, but I'm gonna try my best to stay away from like the Boston media for this, so I can be honest and give my perspective. That's gonna do it for this video here. Leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe now if you guys new. You guys know what to do. Go to the website. The link is in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching this video here. I don't know when I will be doing a Sox reaction video next. It might be after the Soto news. We'll see. But until then, it's been your boy Jesse, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.